welcome to SCLD podcast. Yeah, we're doing a podcast. Today we're talking about the Library of Things. I'm Erin Dodge, and I am with
Gwendolyn Haley,
one of our favorite librarians, and we're here to talk about Library of Things. We even have one of the things in our library here.
Yes,
There's
one
lots
of
of
many,
things.
yes.
There's a lot of things.
the things you can check out.
And you're going to be able to find a few little like advertisements, little teasers, I could say, in Engage about Library of Things. So on the very, like for example, the very back interior page, there's some of the kits, some of the STEM kit stuff, the Explorer STEM
such
kits
cool stuff to check
for
out
kids.
From the library. We
Yeah,
really do.
you're going to find an Instant Pot in here because we have those to check out from our Library of
Those are
Things.
life-changing if you haven't tried one.
Well, I think it's a little bit of an investment if you've never done it before, and a little scary. And you think, well, what if I don't like it?
Right.
Guess what?
Borrow it from us.
Borrow
try
it from
out.
us and try it out, and then less scary. Yeah. But let's talk about this. What we have right here.
Oh yeah, this is one of our DSLR cameras. It's a Nikon, and so this is one of the things you could check out from the library, and it comes with everything you need. And so if you've been thinking about getting into photography, this is a good DSLR or a digital camera that you can use, or if you've got an event coming up and you want to be able to get some additional pictures but use a better camera than your phone.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to play around, this is one of the things. And the great thing about the way our Library of Things works now is we have a new system for reserving them. So, for example, like say I had a family reunion coming up and I wanted to make sure I could take lots of those really great pictures of all of the intergenerational things that we do, grandma and the great-grandkids and all of that. I could reserve this for a specific period of time. So I could look on the website for the library's things, Library of Things, and then I would just say, okay, I know that's coming up in August, and I would like to have it starting on Saturday and through Saturday the following week, or starting on Friday and over the weekend, and then have it for the week.
And most things you can check out for a week, and this new system is different because before you would kind of place a hold or check it out, and you wouldn't know exactly when you'd get it.
Right. So normally with a library, like a book or something you reserve at the library, you're on a long wait list, and you get it when you get it, and you don't throw a fit, and that works great for a book because we're able to.
You don't throw a fit.
Well, some people might,
but I don't throw a fit either. No, it's good.
My kids certainly don't at this point. But with a book, we are able to have enough copies of it too that the average person there's probably 4 copies for. I think our threshold is 4 holds for every 1 copy. So you're not going to be waiting that long.
Sure.
But with the things, we're obviously not able to buy that many cameras and stock them and store them in the library when they're not in use. So this way you can actually just look and say, okay, I want it. It's available that weekend. I can reserve it for a specific weekend based on the calendar. This is kind of
like I think about like when I'm going to go traveling.
It's like booking a hotel room.
Booking a hotel room or like an air or a flight. Like, I picked the day I want to leave and the day I want to come back. The day I want to check this out and the day I want to bring it back.
And you can see if it's available then. And so you would know, like, okay, I want to take some pictures. Or, if you're, like, in the case of the cameras, I always think of people, too, who are, like, if you've got an Etsy shop or something and you want to take a bunch of pictures to put on your Etsy shop of things and you know that they're going to be completed by such and such a date, you can kind of look and see. So you can kind of see if it's available and when you would be able to pick it up, and you would just come pick it up from our library and have it for 7 days. It's really great, and it makes it a lot of the things that we have on My Turn is the name of the software are things that you would really want to be able to plan in advance and not just kind of like it's available now, I have to drop everything and use it this week because that's when it's available. Yeah. So some of the other things that we have include a sewing machine. We have a lot of things that we call project memory materials, and basically for those of us who've been around on the planet a little bit longer, we have artifacts and pictures and things of older technologies, and you aren't necessarily able to look at your slides anymore because who has a slide projector?
That's where the memory comes.
Yeah, so a lot of it is about taking old movies that you recorded maybe on a VHS with an old video camera.
8 millimeter.
So
you knew what this meant, right?
I did.
8 millimeter
8
film
millimeter
or whatever.
films. Yeah, so we actually have some of that equipment that would allow you to transfer those things to digital formats, so then you can keep them preserved and share them. Even slides, like the old slides. But we have scanners and we have cameras and we have the ability to convert an old VHS, like my wedding video is on VHS.
I have a few things on VHS.
And be able to put that on a DVD and then share it and keep it and preserve it in a technology that's usable now, or in some other digital format. And that's really lovely. You can also digitize your photo albums and things like that. Like I have 3 kids, and my first child, everything we printed, all of her pictures. Second baby was a digital baby. Third child was, everything is on our phone and on the cloud. And so we have very different, they're in different places. And that's one of those projects that I would love to be able to like take a long weekend and say, okay, I'm going to like take care of all of these photos and get them scanned and preserved of my oldest, and then get all of, and get that all organized so that I can share with them.
And so this is an idea that just came to mind. So my mother-in-law, near the end of her life, she was in a facility, and you can't take all your stuff.
Right.
You're in a room, sometimes you share a room or you share like a suite or
Everybody
something.
has to really downsize.
And you have to downsize, but they have those like digital picture frames. So you could scan like, all of the lovely family photos and memories and stuff, and then have it there, in that kind of rotation.
Oh, that's such a great idea. What a lovely gift that would be for someone too. And so we have that kind of equipment. And like we talked about, we have the Instant Pots. We have telescopes. And of course,
lots
as
of
the summer, we have beautiful
stargazing.
skies here. and it's nice to then say, okay, I know I want to, like in August, the meteor showers always happen. I think it's the Pleiades. Does that sound right?
It's something like that.
That always happens towards the beginning of August, but you could actually reserve one of our 3 really nice Orion telescopes that were gifted to us by the Spokane Astronomical Society, and take those out and get a good view.
And they completely like refurbed them for us and made them
they
nice.
maintain them. They built them and then they
that's it.
maintain them for
built
the
them.
library. They're really nice telescopes, and they're very easy to use actually, which is even better if you're a novice.
I'm a complete novice.
So that's some of the things that we have. We have a lot of tech equipment. We'll have video cameras. Like we're sitting here in our studio at the Spokane Valley Library, and there's lights and cameras and all that. But we actually will have a couple sets that you can check out. That is the digital camera and the lighting equipment thing. So you can actually take a video camera kit and do some production of your own.
And you talked about Etsy. I mean, sometimes now on Etsy they'll do a little short video of their products too, like especially if there's some sort of movement or something to capture.
Or if you just want to next level your TikTok.
There you go.
Dance, whatever. So we have all of this, and it's available for you, and you can reserve it through the website.
And on the website, the easiest way to get there is www.scld.org/things, and that takes you right where you need to go.
Right. And you can see pictures of all of the things that we have. And we also have just some sort of toys and tools that are around science and technology, engineering and math. So we have this stuff that's kind of really more towards grown-ups, but we also still have the STEM kits and the STEM Explorer bags, which really are more science toys and tools for younger children. And those still check out for 28 days and are reserved through our regular catalog. But if you want to see a picture of them, it's available.
I have a story, a little quick story. I was at a thrift store, and in thrift stores there's furniture there. It's usually older furniture. A woman was like, "Oh, that would make a great upholstery project. Like that could be reupholstered." She's like, "But that's really expensive. Like I think that costs a lot of money to get things reupholstered." And I said, in our Library of Things at the county library, we have upholstery kits that you can do your own upholstery and repairs and stuff.
Right, we absolutely do. Yeah.
So that if you're looking at that kind of a project, you want to try it.
Right. It's great if you've got something and it's just your time but we have the tools that you can borrow and some instructions for that. One of the other things that we have available too is from Avista, we have these little meters that can help you kind of find the energy vampires in your home. And of course, summertime we're kind of ramping up, like if you've got AC and you're kind of running, and your electric bills can get pretty high as you're running all this stuff. But you can actually go through and kind of see what are the things that are sucking up energy when I don't need them to be, and that's a really cool tool to use as well. So lots of stuff. I encourage people to just kind of browse through, see what we've got, and check some of it out and try it out. We do have a few things also that are available for in-library use only. And so the nice thing about that is you could actually reserve it and then book a librarian and get a little help getting started on something. So it's a nice kind of a 1-2 combo where you reserve the thing to use in the library and then book some time with a staff person who can kind of help you get started.
All right. And you can find Book a Librarian on our Connect page on our website. So you go to, again, scld.org, and you'll find in the top links, you'll find the Connect page, and you can book a librarian from there.
Yeah.
Well, this is amazing and super exciting.
Yeah, and
have
everything
it-
comes in, it's like in a case, and it's
or
clearly labeled that
or
it
a
belongs to
tub,
the
'cause we have
library.
some
Tubs and
different
totes,
toys
yeah.
and things that come
Yeah, we
in.
even have some bigger items that you can check out and borrow from us, like we have some 3D printed skulls that
Oh,
were
wow.
given to us by the Smithsonian Institute
wow.
around when we had the Human Origin exhibit. So, you know, it's a great thing for a homeschool family or
Yeah.
something like that, or a teacher or anyone who just really is interested in that.
Legos. Sorry, I interrupted
Yes,
you, but
also Legos. Yes, Legos
when
and blocks.
I believe my son turned to 6 or 7. I remember checking out some Legos and some blocks for his
Yeah.
birthday party, and it
Indeed.
was a hit.
Yes.
Is-
So lots of
yeah.
fun things. So check it out.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Gwendolyn, for talking
Yeah.
about the Library of Things. We hope you check out the Library of Things and you find something great to play with, discover, use, here from the library. And we'll see you next time.